What up? What up? This is your boy, Mike, the philosopher, and welcome to the Black Man Rankings, where we rank everything, ain't nothing safe from a black male perspective. Speaking of black males, we got black male in the house representing the Milwaukee Brewers. We got your boy, Ski Kamal Risto, and he gonna drop some science on this topic. The topic of today, fellas, is CNN just dropped a story. And the story is Superman is turning bisexual. Initial thoughts on that? Let's go with you, Risto or Kamal. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me say this. Let me say this first. Let me run down the article first, and then you can speak on it. The article says that Superman, the new Superman, comes out bisexual in an upcoming comic. Okay, Superman, he done a lot since his first appearance in comic books 80 years ago. Almost. He saved the world more than a few times. He's died. He's come back to life. He dodged punches from Muhammad Ali. He even faced off with white supremacists, because that's Superman. Until this year, though, every comic, they seen Superman as have being bestowed with a long-time love of Lois Lane. So Lois Lane has been known to be his girl. But upcoming issue of new Superman series, The Man of Steel, enters into a queer relationship. The 5th issue of DC Comics series, Superman, Son of Kal-El, will confirm that the new Superman, John Kent, child of Clark Kent, and also this is Clark Kent's son, but he's still Superman, is bisexual after falling for Jay Kimura, a male reporter. DC announced this week. So it looks like it's the son of Superman, and but he's still Superman. He's the new Superman, and yeah, he's coming out gay. Ski, what you think about that?
Is that what it is? I'll be. What up, PC world? Okay, I'm just gonna let everybody know right now. I'm just gonna be a part of something real special. Another podcast coming, the Direct News. It's a real special podcast coming, so it's gonna be in the description, and you can subscribe under the Black Man Rankings. You know,
There you go.
To be a part of this panel, because I'm gonna be doing most of my rankings based off the truth, and I'm gonna throw my opinion in there. It's just my opinion though, because you know these subjects that we've been going over is very sensitive, and you know people got tender feelings. But
True.
I want to keep it. I'm gonna keep all of my rankings based off the truth, and you know what the truth is, what the truth say. It says spare not. So with that being said, Superman being happy, you know what the truth say about that, you know. and he just, you know, Superman, he the GOAT. He just doing what his father wanted him to do. The same thing, Bruce, what's that dude named? Bruce Jenner, right? Same thing his father wanted him, you know.
Right.
So once you sit inside that pentagram, you get to talking to your dad, you know. That's what he is. He the GOAT, ain't he? So I don't, you know, so the creators of Superman, they brought this man back after he died, a straight man. They're gonna bring him back to be a super straight happy man. It just don't make sense to me.
Super straight happy.
Yeah, he's super straight happy. They brought him back. Superman died in the comics. This big dude
I, I,
crushed that
I
dude.
still got that issue too.
Crushed the dude with the pantyhose on. He crushed him, you know.
Which one with the pantyhose? Who was that?
So I don't
I know it's a
Superman.
lot of them, but
You know, yeah, he was straight though. He was the S was for straight at one point. No, he's not. They might as well put a big smiley face on the happy man on there.
that
Look
that
up in the air. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's happy man
the
with
S
a
was
big
for
smiley
straight.
face. Pennyhose stockings now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, Black? What do you think about that, man? Superman. I now I think it's his son that's coming out. I don't know if it's him.
It is.
It
It's
it
his
seemed like it's
son.
his son but he's the new Superman, so he swing both ways. What do you think about that?
I mean, I'm disappointed in the whole decision to go that route.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was it's problematic because back in the days, people used to look up to superheroes, you know, athletes, you know, even entertainers, but an action figure with muscles who could do anything, go anywhere, that was something to aspire to as a little kid, and I'm thinking that's what all this is geared towards.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like if you're gonna bring it back after he done dies, or I guess he resurrected, you know, with sugar in the tank or something, you know, that ain't cool. Maybe that's what the S stands for. The Sugar Man.
The Sugar Man now.
Sugar Man.
Used to be
Yeah.
straight, now it's sugar. Is that
Nah,
is that
he's
what
Sugar
y'all?
Man.
Y'all funny. Y'all funny.
It's disappointing though, man, because it's gearing towards kids now. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it's bad enough. You got, like I said, the entertainers are they starting to demonstrate. I don't know what you call it, or inclusive. Or are they trying to be allies to a community that they're not a part of by wearing skirts and dresses and lipstick and purses, and they're becoming feminine because they think they're trying to show support. I think, or they trying to be like a fashion type person, whatever that is. Where they just got taste in clothes. But either
Mm-hmm.
way, man, I think it's demeaning if that's not your culture. You can support somebody without having to dress like them, walk like them, talk like them, or even agree with them. You can still show support, So that's just
Mm-hmm.
for the entertainers, not at cartoons. Like kids are not at the cerebral level where they can separate, reality like that. And this becomes a part of their makeup. As a kid, their brain's still developing. So if they see him kissing dude, you know what I mean? It
Right. Right.
literally becomes acceptable in their mind. You know what I mean? To
Right.
some degree.
Right.
So I just disagree with that for that reason.
But yeah, it's an agenda at the end of the day because the first happy president that came out, he was the one that said it's going to be a change, and he brought about a change. Absolutely, after that it was like everybody was happy.
The happy
Just
president, Obama.
they went extra hard with it. I mean, it's just wild now to the point where you put it places where for real, like you think like what do this got to be? And you see on the what's it was on the news this morning about the first well, this person was a trans man, or
Mm-hmm.
he was once a boy but now he's a girl. He decided to be like Bruce Jenner.
Right.
So they just want to show like the first, like it was the first, the first ever, like it was something big, like what's so big about it,
Y'all
it
know
ain't right at the end of the day,
y'all know Netflix had gotten some heat for Dave Chappelle and some of the stuff that he was saying about the alphabet community.
Okay. Mike Gruden too.
Mike Gruden? Who?
Coach for Las Vegas. He got
Oh,
booted a
John
lot of
Gruden. John Gruden.
You can't be talking
Yeah,
about us. You know?
he just got fired.
Well, he technically resigned, but the
He had no
NFL,
choice.
the NFL front office forced the owner to say, "Look, you got to get rid of this dude," because the owner didn't want to get rid of him, because the
Right.
owner liked John Gruden, but the NFL, so Roger Goodell or whatever, he was like, "Look, y'all got to get rid of this dude. We got Black Lives Matter in all the end zones. We got we trying to change this culture of this good old boy system. So, we've been working hard. We don't want no more Kaepernick situations. It costs us too much money. You got to get rid of them." So the owner, what's his name? Mike Davis, I believe, Al Davis' son. He was like, "Man, I like John Gruden, but I mean, these are not quotes, but everybody said it was heartbreaking for him to ask for his resignation." But he said, "Look, we done went through a way too much stuff with Kaepernick. We're not going through that no more. And you gotta get rid of him."
How did
So,
this email become public though?
huh?
How did this email become public?
I'm not all the way sure on that.
When they
But
start winning consecutive games,
yeah, yeah. But to
somebody
get
got heated and leaked it.
right, but to get back to Netflix, uh they got heat for Dave Chappelle and the alphabet, community, because they feel like that's all he just loves to, talk about them and make them a big part of his show. And they like, "Look, we canceling Dave Chappelle. He talking about us too much
Yeah,
all the
but
time."
somebody brought up a good point about Dave Chappelle and that community. He had a good friend that was a trans person. This trans person was also Jewish. This person, the whole community disbanded this person. They stopped rocking with that person for whatever reason. I forgot why. But he accepted that person. Then when everybody started saying they don't rock with that trans lady person dude no more, eventually it got to that person and they committed suicide. You know
Oh,
what I'm
wow.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dave Chappelle actually befriended somebody when the whole world, the Me Too people and all these people out here who rejecting Dave Chappelle right now are the same ones that rejected the trans person on behalf of what Dave Chappelle is saying right now. So they hypocrites. They
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
have it both ways because he rocked with that person in real life. They don't
Yeah.
even know him in real life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he's speaking up for points about black people's issues that's not acceptable to us, but it's acceptable for entertainment values. When he was
Mhm.
talking about Lil Baby or the baby killing somebody in Walmart in real life, and nothing
Yeah.
happened to his career.
Yeah.
But when he started talking about them, now it's the problem. That's hypocritical. So he ain't got the right to speak up for his community, but he gotta bow down and kiss y'all feet.
Right,
If
right.
y'all community, y'all don't even rock with y'all community like that.
That's sort of
I'm
what
done.
Bootsy was saying, like, because he caught heat when he got on the Breakfast Club, and he was saying, "Look, I got young kids, I got boys, I got this, that, and the third, and it's an agenda. It's an agenda out here, and they kind of pumping this agenda, and it's clear to see." And he said, "Look, I'm gonna have my opinion, this, that, and the third, and I'm gonna just speak how I feel. Everybody ain't gonna have the same opinion. He ain't got nothing from what I understand. He ain't got nothing against that community, but at the same time, he like, look, that's do you, but don't try to force feed America that agenda. You know what I
Right.
mean? And Netflix, you know what Netflix said about Dave Chappelle?
Mm.
They said, "We ain't taking them down."
Dang right.
They said it don't cross the boundary of offensive. So we're not going to take him down. Y'all just going to, pretty much have to deal with it.
Listen, ain't nobody canceling Dave Chappelle. I ain't even see the new special. I saw clips and all that, but generally speaking, I seen where he was coming from, his angle. He's trying to bring light to a hypocritical element of that community. Do what you want to do, but when it come time for him speaking up on his community, ain't no canceling him if he make a comparison that's valid, because that's what he was doing. He was making a valid comparison that these people choose to look at. But then they
Right.
want you to bow down and respect them for everything they doing. Bump
Right.
all that. You're not gonna force nobody to rock with you like that, especially if you don't respect our culture. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Right.
So, I ain't with all that.
I just got done reading the news clip, man. Guess what?
What?
Ghana is trying to make that community illegal,
Yeah,
trying to write it
yeah, I
in
read
law.
that too. Yeah.
And
Now
that,
Barack gonna be mad about
It's already law.
well, I don't think it's law. I think it's like
Yeah, dig that.
yeah, I think it's just a understanding that that's not tolerated in Ghana, but
that.
I think they're
It's
actually trying
law.
to, I think they're
It's
trying to
bigger
get it
scale.
in the books now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah. We need to
Yeah.
hurry up with that.
Okay, so let me say my part on this. First of all, I don't dislike or discriminate against nobody. Um, I love everybody. The whole, that community, the straight community. I don't have any issue with anybody on anything. What you do in the privacy of your home, beautiful, dude. Keep doing that. Whatever. It don't affect me. You know what I mean? Um, even
But it
though
affects the culture, don't it?
it
Don't it
well,
affect our nation, our culture?
it don't even really affect our culture, because that's something that's you can really only participate in the privacy of your own home. You know what I
No,
mean?
but
Now I'm not
by
saying
not
there's
announcing,
not an agenda. I'm not
They
saying there's not an agenda.
got
Because
parades, festins, and all kind of stuff jumping off with that, flags everywhere, it's they proud. And they call it pride and all kind of stuff.
yeah, well, their community is growing. Their community is growing, and that's why it's becoming more powerful. I found it odd that Superman turned bi before he turned black. I'm still waiting on the black Superman, or maybe that's just me. I don't know.
we ain't got enough cohesiveness in our community for them to go that route.
Well,
They're
it
more
ain't it
powerful.
ain't it ain't necessarily about cohesiveness. I mean, all it takes is a paper and pen and just write it in the script. That's what
Well,
they did.
what I'm saying is, like, even you right now, you siding sort of with them. Like, you cool, you rock with them. You don't have
Well,
no
well,
problem.
well. Let me get to my main
But people
point.
got problems with us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I got that, and it's no legitimate reason. We're gonna talk about that on another show. But let me get to my overall arching point here. My point is this: I'm a strong believer in you finish how you start. Okay, and what I mean by that, like this. Say for instance, I was married. Okay, year 7, I'm getting that little itch, right? And I go to my wife and I'll be like, we should do the polygyny thing. You know what I mean? I mean, you should be down with it. Let me get a couple more chicks. You know what I mean? Like, because that'll make me happy. I think they could help around the house. Now, some may be down for that, but for the most part, most women is not going to be down for you switching the rules up in the middle of the, you know what I mean, in the middle of the marriage. They're just not going to be down for that. And in all fairness, that's not how you started. So I feel that way about Superman. Now I know this is his son, but they started the franchise with him being straight, so they should finish the franchise with him being straight. And his son. In my opinion, look, if you want to go that route, create another superhero. You know what I mean? Create another character
but see,
altogether. Leave Superman out of it. But
that would be avoiding the agenda part. That would be
well, and
avoiding
that's
the
and
point
that's
of
the
the
part
mission.
where that's the part I don't agree with, because they're using a well-established comic book hero to sort of push an agenda.
He
You
the
know what I
GOAT,
mean?
just like
Yeah,
his father.
yeah, yeah. So it's like, he didn't start off that way. Now, especially if you're not gonna make him black, okay, fine. We'll create our own superhero, but at the same time, don't make him nothing else either. You know what I mean? Um, and again, I don't have no issue with the community. Love everybody, but when you're trying to push a certain agenda, like that's like, okay, let me say this
That's
too.
their
Also,
hero. They
from what
want
I
him to be happy.
understood,
That ain't our hero.
I
We
thought,
don't, like you said, it ain't no black Supermans. It ain't none of that. That's their hero. They want him to be happy. But
yeah,
they,
yeah.
we ain't gonna look at it like that. Hopefully our kids don't either. But yeah, that's what they doing.
I thought
No, nobody
Robin
get a
too was
vote.
supposed to be gay, or not gay. Well, yeah, one of those, either bi or, about that too. I thought Robin was supposed to be that. Um, I could be wrong, but I thought that they were trying to write in the script to where he was living that lifestyle. So to have Superman or his son be that. See, here's really what it is. Y'all know this is about money, right? This is about money.
Well, more than that.
Well, no, this is about money. Let me tell you why. Because that community is growing and strong. And in the article, it said that Superman done everything. He saved the world. He died. He came back. He fought white supremacists. Like they don't even know what else to do with him.
I don't even remember all that.
Well, he
I
was
mean,
it was in some issues. It was in some
when did
issues
he
where he
fight
did
white
that.
supremacy?
I know I need that copy. They need to
Uh,
forward me that copy for real. But at the same time, I think that this is about money, because I think they're trying to gain another market. Like they can't, you know, I always thought the industry, man, had a hard time, first of all, seeing black men as superheroes. I mean, even when we came out with Black Panther, they had a problem with it. Like first of all, we can't ever be superheroes. Um, but this community, they find that acceptable because it's a lot of dollars in that. And that community is going to snatch up issues, uh, you know, solely for that purpose. Like they tried to use every gimmick, right? It's that's the basis of it. Use every gimmick. So Superman is 80 years old. So it's hard to keep writing stories for an 80-year-old dude when, he's practically done everything. Fought villains, like you said, white supremacists, this, that, and the third. The only thing he hasn't done, hey,
Now he's showing you here to go.
you know what I mean? And that's a whole nother market to kind of, jolt the industry and sell some copies, sell some issues. So I think it's more about money. Again, love the community, don't have no issue with them. But at the same time, I feel like they're using it um they're using it in a um in a way that's kind of disingenuous, if you ask
yeah.
me.
Well,
And they should come out with their own comic person to live that life and not turn one into that, because that's that's just
Not
not right.
just any man, he's Superman.
Superman,
They
right?
turned Superman into
Superman.
that
That's
stuff.
a good point.
You know,
Superman.
that's
So
yeah,
you
he's
know, so
so
leave
listen,
him super. Leave him super. I mean, he the man of steel, right? So
where he was.
well, but anyway,
I'm not listen, I don't rock with the community, but it's people in the community that I do have to rock with, will
right,
rock
right,
with,
right, 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 right,
that I know and love, you know, that is what it is,
right, right,
But
right,
as far as the bigger scheme of things, the agendas, they're blatantly obvious. Anybody that denies it right now just don't want to see it. So, the
right,
truth is not in a person like that. So you could tell them all day, this ain't cool to be pushing this on kids. This ain't cool for a whole lot of reasons. They're gonna reject every one of them reasons. I'm gonna respect their space to do what they do. I'll respect your space. Just don't force your opinion on me. That's what I ask.
right,
You know what
right.
I mean?
Any
So
last words, Ski?
where I'm at with it.
Well, like I said, I'm doing all my rankings according to the truth, and happy equals death in the truth.
Okay, so your what is that pronoun of happy? What is that?
You go to
Well,
Webster.
okay, okay,
Look it up.
okay.
You know what happy is.
Blissful. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, you're right,
What
you're
they
right. I
say,
got it.
come out and say, or
I
just say,
got
well,
it. I
this
got
is
it.
Black Man Rankings. I can say what I want to say.
Hey,
Yeah.
let it go. Let it go. Let it
Yeah, I
go.
just feel out the store.
Everybody is
I mean,
entitled to
I
their
know it's a
opinion.
sensitive subject. I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
it is. It is.
I'm not to
But
scare nobody,
hey,
but
we
say,
owe them our authenticity and our realness, and that's what we're gonna bring. Um, well, thanks for joining us, y'all. It's BMR shifting the culture, letting y'all know what we think. You got three different perspectives from three enlightened brothers. And we will see y'all on the next one. Hit the link, hit the Kamal link for his podcast, and hit hit another link there. Oh yeah, we got some t-shirts that's going to be coming out, some hats, some things like that. So look out for that. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and you got to hit that share to share it with your friends, because it's going to be this podcast is going to be epic. We're going to be shifting the culture. So thanks for joining us. On behalf of BMR, we out. Peace.